Hello, it is I, and I am here tonight to make a video today talking about society and trends, trends, families, the way just things are today. Oh my goodness, it's just simply ridiculous and crazy today how society can be. The way society is, like, let's take the main topic of this video: parents and children. The way it is today with parents and children in this country and possibly all throughout the world is these kids today can sit around, they can talk and cuss out their parents and do whatever the hell they want to, say whatever the hell they want to. And guess what these parents do? They shake their head, they walk away, it's like, don't do that again. And that's all that happens. Do you know what would happen back in the day if I would have walked up to my parents and said like, hey, if I talked back to them or did something just even out of line, you would get your butt whooped. That's just how it is. And more parents need to go back to playing this game. It's called tear that ass up. If they're not doing well in school, you need to get on them. You need to take away their video games. You need to take away their TV privileges or whatever, and you need to stick to it as a parent. You cannot be sitting here, allowing these kids to get away with things. Because here's what happens: these kids over time, if you keep empowering them and enabling them, they're going to get bigger and tall and lankier than you and whatnot, and then they're going to run you. They're going to run you. They're going to be telling you what to do. Like, it's going to be like, yo, don't touch my Twinkies in the fridge. I'll be home about 9. You better hang that phone up when I tell you to hang the phone up. How could you talk to your parents like that? It amazes me how these kids can get away with that. And more parents, like I said, need to go back to tearing that ass up. In regards to schoolwork, with these kids not doing any schoolwork, I honestly fear for this generation of children. I really do. I fear for this generation of kids. They need to be getting their education on. If they go into school with iPods and iPads and all this other stuff, all the latest technology, they mind ain't on school. They need to be out buying the textbooks, buying all the school supplies that they need to get, because where are they going to go? I know that if they're failing in school, you parents cannot keep these kids at home forever. It cannot work like that. These kids need to be on their way out the house at the age of 18, getting their own little apartment and doing what they got to do from then on. Now, on to my next subject. The subject of people wanting to get married, real early. Everybody has to have this competition thing, like, I'm going to get married before you and have a family and do all this and do all that. How are you going to get married if you don't have a job, your income doesn't make a whole lot in today's country? The way Congress is Congress is all about just getting themselves fat while the American people suffer. That's just how it is. In reality, people can barely make it in today's America. People barely make it today. How are you going to get married if you don't have a job, an apartment, your income is the way it is, you have enough just to pay for rent and maybe a few things of food, and that's it? The way marriage is honestly, no disrespect to anybody in their early 20s, but you are way too young to get married, in my opinion. You should honestly come up, more of you kids today need to start planning. Plan. Plan things out ahead of time. Say, okay, I want to be, for example, like say, okay, I want to be married within 10 years. You plan out everything you're going to do. You're going to plan out your expenses. You're going to think about, can I live without cable? What can we do to limit down our budget on groceries? How much of this stuff do we need? And if you plan on having kids right away, folks in your early 20s, don't have kids right away, because like I said, what are you going to do without a job, without credit, without this, without that? People need to think ahead, need to plan, need to come up with ideas. That is the way society ought to be today. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is pull your pants up. I don't know what it is with these kids today acting like it's in the 90s when people wear their shorts and their pants all down the way they do, just all saggy and just all wrong. Don't wear your pants like that. I mean, if you walked up into a place to get a job interview and you look the way you look, they're not going to hire you. You need to clean yourself up, get a belt. I'm surprised parents these days don't use belts on their kids, but it is just what it is. It's a shame. It really is that society is the way it is today. But if you're going to walk in there the way you are, you bet they're not going to hire you. Look presentable at least. Clean yourself up. Try to get yourself cleaned up. Don't go out of the house looking all with a full beard on your face. You look like you haven't washed your face in days, haven't shaved, haven't really done anything at all. You need to look presentable when you go out and look for a job or whatever in life. Get yourself together. Don't talk back to your parents. Treat your parents with respect. Um, and these parents today, parents, let your kids go out. Let your kids do things. Let them go. Get on them when they need to be got on. Other than that, let them go. Let them see what happens in the world. If they screw up, you get on them about that. Because here's the thing, you got parents are not going to be around forever. These kids need to learn responsibilities. Parents, take your house back. Get control from your kids. Thank you very much. That is all I have to say. Hope you all enjoyed this. Hope I did not offend anybody. Thank you all for watching.